take my fucking spine out of the equation. Whew. But quads certainly feel pretty fucking pumped. Let's see if that correlates to their look as well. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, the lighting isn't necessarily ideal, but dude, that is some meat on my legs if I've ever seen it. So I can tell I'm definitely getting a little bit softer. Like at my peak last bulk, I was a little bit leaner than this. So you gotta remember, your leanness has almost a fucking direct correlation with how you appear size-wise, especially on camera. So even though right now, of course with food on my stomach, in the morning I'm like 253, but earlier today I was 256. But if you weigh yourself during the day, it doesn't really count because you gotta remember, you've eaten food and you've drinking water, so that's not real weight on your frame. But at like when I'm dieted down and I'm really cut at like 230, in pictures I look bigger than I am right now, because this is kind of a, in terms of bodybuilding and kind of illusions and whatever, it's very, well, optical illusion biased, in the sense where if I was posing down next to maybe, or if you compare two pictures, me next to like a 200 pounder, but he was diced as fuck, show ready, he's gonna look crazier than me, even though physically I've got more mass on my frame. So I think that's a part of bulking which people don't really love, because sure, you do get bigger and you do get stronger, but in photos we're also fucking desensitized to how things look from social media or whatever, that any loss of apparent size or like, you know, cuttedness, like leanness or abs or whatever, losing any of that is like, oh no, I can't lose that. But you gotta remember, in order to get from, you know, wherever you are now to you with more muscle mass, I think that intermediate stage, you've got to gain a little bit of body fat at some point. And if that's too much for you to handle, then either change your mentality or stay small. So I say, at least for me, embrace the bulk, put a little bit of body fat on, so that when you diet down in the future, you've actually built something underneath. I love the analogy. When I get fully bulked, which at the end of this bulk, I want to be fatter than I am right now, not for the sake of being fat or, you know, having more body fat on my frame, but because that will mean that I've really bulked up, right? I want to form a cocoon around myself so that I can emerge as a fucking butterfly at the end of it. So eventually I'll reach a point where I just want to main gain. Like if I was 200, I don't know how many pounds lean, there's going to be a limit where I'm like, this is nice, I'm just going to stay here. But until I get to that point, I'm going to keep trying to pack mass on month after month, year after year, to infinity. So let's get in the car. I'm definitely going to fucking chill a little bit, hang out, loiter. I got 100 grams of clustered dextrin mixed berry in my jug, so I've got some carbs at my disposal. I'm in no rush to get home and eat. Of course, I do want to get home and eat, but I want to chill a little bit first. So let's get in the car.